Sports Center for the ParaVolley PanAmerica Zonal Championship match between Brazil and Canada. If you would please rise if you are able, we will now play the national anthems. First, the national anthem of Brazil. And now, go Canada.
Hello and welcome inside the Seville Community Sports Center on the southern campus of the University of Alberta here in Edmonton. It's the 2023 Sitting Volleyball Pan-American Zonal Championships, qualifier for the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. This men's round-robin match, a battle between Pan-American powerhouses Brazil and the host nation Canada. Brazil, bronze medalist last year at the World Championships, usually on the podium at Worlds, in fact. Off to a 2-0 start here in Edmonton with victories over USA and Argentina, looking to keep their perfect record intact heading into the semifinals. Canada has split its first two matches, a win over Argentina, a hard-fought 4-set loss to USA. After that game yesterday, Canadian head coach Jeff Smith said, quote, "I'm very impressed. Our team's showing that when we stick to a game plan, we own it. We had a few bad errors, but we're looking forward to playing the U.S. again when it really counts." They expect that to happen this weekend. It is the second of 3 games this is on today's Day 3 schedule here in Edmonton. It is Canada against Brazil. My name is Rob Snook, thrilled to bring this match to you wherever you're watching, anywhere in the volleyball universe. We are glad to have you. The crowd is starting to filter its way in to watch the home team as they try to punch their ticket to Paris 2024. Canada will use the same starting lineup they have used in the first 2 games. Brazil will go back to their starting lineup from day 1. They went with a little bit of a different look in day 2 in their game against Argentina. So now we will meet the officials and the starting lineups for this game between Canada and Brazil. We'll stand by and await that announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the international referees for the match. From the United States of America, the first official, Gigi Prieto. Also from the United States, the second official, Christina Niebe. And now the starting lineup for Team Brazil. Number 1, Giba da Silva. Number 4, Leandro Silva Santos. Number 7, Luis Fabiano de Oliveira. Number 8, Daniel Yoshizawa. Number 11, Wesley de Oliveira. Number 12, Diogo Barbosa. And the libero, number 10, Renato Leite de Oliveira. Brazil is coached by Fernando Torres Guimarães. And now make some noise for the starting lineup for Team Canada. Number 3, Austin Hinchey. Number 6, Bryce Foster. Number 7, Douglas Leroy. Number 9, Andrew Tucker. Number 11, Jose Ramello. Number 20, Jesse Buckingham. And the libero, number 2, Mikhail ParaVolley. Team Canada is coached by Jeffrey Smith.
All right, you heard the official announcements, starting lineups for Team Canada and Team Brazil. My apologies, both of these teams have already met Team USA. Just looking down at the results in those matches, both teams went 4 sets against the US, by the way. Brazil was victorious, Canada on the losing end. Let's see who's going to win this one, because it's going to go a long way in deciding who has the foot in the door, as it were, to Paris 2024, although lots to happen between now and when that gets decided. Here we go. It is Brazil in the yellow jerseys serving Canada in its whites. And the ball in the hands of Daniel Yoshizawa. The 37-year-old sends it across for Foster. The swing is from Buckingham is covered. Great coverage by Brazil. Canada tries to send it deep. Hinchey with the bump set for Buckingham, and that rattles off the block and then off the head of Buckingham. Good play there by Diogo. Alert play at the net. Brazil draws first blood here in this one. It's a best of 5. We go to 25, of course. Hinchey trying the setter dump, doesn't work. Rebelo goes off the antenna, so it's point Brazil. They're off to a good start. Despite good coverage by both teams and what looks to be a pretty good start by Canada. This is going to be a battle, though. This Brazilian squad has pretty much rested since day one. The starting lineup. Canadians have been appeared in every match, each of the first two, that is. Buckingham sends over, tries to send over a free ball, but it doesn't work. Buckingham, the 33-year-old out of Toronto, in his third straight start here at this 2023 ParaVolley PanAmerican Zonal Championship, the first of the Zonal Championships. Hinchy tries to catch the deep corner but misses, and it's turning into a bit of a disastrous start for Canada, down 4-0 against this powerful Brazilian team. And it's 5-0 now, and we're getting a timeout call immediately from Canadian coach Jeff Smith. He probably liked the first point of this match, and then it's gone south ever since. Referees in this game from USA, Gigi Prieto, and from USA, Christina Fiebeck. Much of the message in the Canadian huddle, you see it coming from number 3 there, Austin Hinchy. Veteran of this Canadian team. He's played over 130 matches wearing the Maple Leaf. He's also played for Canada in standing volleyball and had some great success there, as has Captain Doug Leroy. So an early 5-0 advantage. So we've only seen one server in this match, and that is Danielle Yoshizawa. Hinchy again goes with that setter dump, puts it off Wesley, and this time it works. Serving for Canada, 33-year-old Jessie Buckingham. Sends Renato scurrying back. Diago rattles it off the hands of Rebelo. So it's going to send Giba back to the service line. 44-year-old Gilberto Lorenzo da Silva. Played over 40 international matches for Brazil. And again, Hinchy keeps trying that setter dump play, and Leandro and Brazil are just ready for it. (7-1) the start here for Brazil. See if Canada has a response. Leandro off the hands of the blocker. Great coverage by Leroy. Here's Foster, and that ball is out out of touch. So clearly Brazil has scouted this Canadian team and has got their number so far. Frustration mounting on the host nation here. After what looked like a good start, 1 point in, you thought this is going to go back and forth. But instead, it has been all the perennial Pan American Game champions. Brazil just continues to work well at the net. Wesley with a great block that time up there with help from Diago. So Giba, part of the bronze medal team for Brazil last year at the World Championships. And it is just too much strength at the net for Brazil. And another timeout being called by Canada, as they are on the wrong end of a really tough start here. 11-1 they trail. Well, top spot in the round robin is really up for grabs here yet. Going into this match, and it seems like Brazil is fully aware of that and wants to make sure there is no doubt about it that they plan to finish on top. Let's see if Canada can find an answer, whether it's in this set or the next. They're sticking with this starting group. Brazil has essentially kept the ball away from Canadian libero Mikhail Bartholdi, who has been so good so far in this tournament. Covered this time by Canada. Bartholdi with a perfect pass, then Foster, the setter on that play, and that's going to go out. So, let's see if the Canadians can turn it around with their setter, Austin Hinchy, the veteran out of Edmonton. He's got a big hole back behind if he could kind of get it there. Brazil makes it look so easy. Luis Fabiano into the game in the front row for Brazil in place of Renato, whose time in the back row was up as the libero. Wesley now, 39 years of age, also part of that bronze medal team last year at World Championships. Foster, back set, Leroy, his first real swing of the match, and he drills it off of Wesley, but he lifted up off the floor, and the call goes against Canada. Nevertheless, it might still be an important play for the Canadians to get their captain a swing. Hesitation reigning supreme on the side of Canada here so far. They are, I think, rattled a little bit, and then some. This Brazilian team we mentioned last year at Worlds, bronze. 2018 World Championships, bronze. 2014 World Championships, silver. Haven't had the same success at Paralympic Games, although they've been awfully close. They've been fourth in the last two, Tokyo and Rio. So making it to the bronze medal game in both. Wesley still at the service line here for Brazil. They're up 15-2. Pushed over by Bartholdi. Rare touch in the match for him. Buckingham up to the net. Leroy. And that's going to drop on the Brazilian side. Coming into the game is Andrew Tucker. He's been solid for Canada throughout this first couple of games. Let's see if he can make a difference up at the net. He was the leading blocker in the first match against Argentina. He gets a hand on that swing from Diogo, but a quick side out from Brazil, and they are the masters at that. Canada goes through the middle to find Captain Doug Leroy. Maybe a play that they look at a little bit more. 22-year-old Bryce Foster from Northern Ontario, Thunder Bay. That's going to be another Canadian point. So I think, if memory serves, first back-to-back points for Canada in this match. 5 serving 16. Again, Brazil, if you could see there how far they are pulled up. Their feet are on the attack line. So that one hit the antenna. 40-year-old Leandro da Silva Santos to serve for Brazil. Haven't been a lot of servers yet because they've been piling up the points. That one is going to be swept over and out. Jiba, that goes off the hands of the blocker. Good job to keep it alive by Canada. What a swing! Luis Fabiano. Timeouts, or at least check that. Substitutions coming. Luis Fabiano is going to make way for Rayson Ferreira de Ebru Silva. Youngest member of this Brazilian squad at 23. He's coming as a substitute in the first and third games, and was a starter yesterday against Argentina. But quick side out by Canada. That's going to bring Josie Rebelo back onto the floor. Andrew Tucker to serve. A little too much heat on that one from Tucker. Danielle to serve here. Had a big serving run earlier. Let's see if Canada can end this one quicker. Rebelo blocked. Rebelo blocked. And we had a net touch. No, actually we had a lift from Josie Rebelo. Got to keep your torso in contact with the floor, and if you don't, the referee will call a lifting motion. Not lifting the ball, but lifting your body. Leroy with the back row attack. That's covered by Brazil. Here's Jiba. And Canada probably had that covered, but Rebelo, trying to be aggressive, knocks it out of bounds. Danielle. Great job by Renato. Foster with the back row attack. Here's Jiba, and he hammers that off the hands. So Daniel really active. He'll serve, and then he will hustle up to get ready to set. And he set up Jiba nicely there. 22-7 though, Brazil leading. And they have all but wrapped up this opening set, but nice play there by Hinchy to wipe that one off the block. Buckingham looking for the location where this should go. And that is out from Diogo as he drills it down the line and just out. 9 serving 22. Can Canada get to double digits here? Well, that looked like a double contact. But the American referees have decided it's a fair play. Coming in for Brazil is Alex in place of Jiba. Alex is going to serve. This is a move that Brazil has made throughout this event. Alex played a huge role in their win over Argentina yesterday. Really athletic player. Sends that serve deep. Hinchy tries to left-hand it. And that's... it is out. There is no touch. Brazil was pleading their case, but then they give up the argument quickly. 10 serving 23. Hinchy sends it at Leandro. Free ball chance, Canada. Rebelo covered. Leroy. And what a block from Wesley. Big tall Luis Fabiano coming back into the game for Brazil. He is really, really big. Brazil looking to wrap up the set here with Wesley. Set point. Leroy trying to keep it alive, and he will for Canada. Josie Rebelo goes at Renato. And Diogo finishes it off for Brazil. In the opening set, they take it 25-11. A masterclass by Brazil here. They absolutely dominate. All the defensive coverage that Canada was so good at against USA was not evident, certainly not in the same way here in this one. Let's see if they can find any answers in set number 2. Try to shake off the fact that set 1 happened at all and go from there. Last year at the World Championships, Canada finished in 11th place. As we mentioned, Brazil, the bronze medalists. Canadians did not qualify for Tokyo 2020. Just the job of qualifying for Paralympic Games in sitting volleyball is really, really tough. Only 8 nations qualify. And this is one of several zonal championships happening this year. There'll be one in Kazakhstan for Asia Oceania in July, one in Africa in October, and then the European zonal championship October 9th to the 15th in Italy. And then, as I understand it, one more last chance event next year. No changes in the starting lineups for either team. As we get started with set number 2. Canada gets first serve here in set number 2. The ball in the hands of number 9, Andrew Tucker. He's 32 years of age, from the Toronto area, Brampton, Ontario. He's done some nice serving so far in this match, in this tournament. His first serve, or not first serve, but first serve of the set. But what a bullet from Jiba. He loved the set from Danielle. And Danielle loved the spike from Jiba. What a start to set number 2. He's going to send the big man all the way back to the left side to serve. Bartholdi handles it. Back row attack, Leroy. Picked up by Danielle. Blocked there from the Canadians. Better start. Jesse Buckingham now, he's been part of the Canadian national program since 2015. Leandro off hands, Bartholdi waiting. Gabello, and that's going to go off Jiba, and Canada's got its first lead of this match. It is 2-1 early in set number 2. Good coverage at the net, but then just shoveled over by Leandro. So quick. Luis Fabiano up at the net for Brazil, mentioning how tall he is. He's got a 162, a meter 62 spike touch. And almost kept alive by Canada. They thought there were only 3 hits because the block touch didn't count as one, but the officials thought otherwise. 3-2 lead Brazil. Wesley. Bartholdi, Buckingham, Leroy gets there and gets it over. What a play by the Canadian captain. What a play. How did he do that? Incredible. The athleticism by Doug Leroy to get over there, get under it, and swing it around. That was a thing of beauty. See if Canada can build off that. It's 3-3 early in set 2. Oh, Hinchy trying to go cross court with that float serve, but just misses. 4 serving 3, ball in the hands of Diago. Canada aggressive at the net, but it doesn't pay off this time. Overhand pass from Hinchy, Rebelo. Here's Daniel, he just pushes it over. Free ball chance, Canada. Leroy hammers that off the block. That one right off of Buckingham from Leandro, who unloads. Canada's going to want, if possible, to go off of Daniel, who is setting from the front row. Service error, though, is the result of that swing from Leandro. And Canada's hanging tough here early in set number 2. Coming into the game is Chris Bird. He's got the highest spike reach and block reach for Canada. From Brandon, Manitoba, a meter 65 his spike reach, a meter 60 his block touch. Canada's going to want to use that. Oh, Leroy reacts just quick enough to make that play, and that is out. And there is no touch on that swing from Luis Fabiano. And we are all square at 6. Bryce Foster. Oh, and even though Bird was up there at the net, he somehow gets fooled by the smaller Danielle. Expect Luis Fabiano to serve here and then probably get replaced by the libero. Good job by Bartholdi. Can Canada keep this alive? No. Out of range for Buckingham. Luis Fabiano, 47 years young. Leroy sets Buckingham. He's blocked. And we've got a lift off the floor by one of the Brazilian blockers, I believe Danielle. Canada gets a big point to inch back to within 1. Good job by Wesley. You don't always have to hit it like a rocket. Sometimes you just have to hit it in the right place. Canada keeps the ball alive. Here's Diogo, but he hammers it into the net. Rebello's coming back in place of the libero. He'll go to the front row. Tucker comes back in to serve. So replacing Bird. And that is hammered by Jiba. So now Jiba back in a serving position. He likes to swing over to that left side more often than not. Last time he served it at Bartholdi. Does again. Overhand. Pass, and then Hinchy tries to go over on two, but Wesley was there, but there's a net touch. It actually was called an lifting, so must have got his backside up off the floor. Big call for Canada. Oh, nice reaction by Leroy. Again, he's got such great reaction. Buckingham bumps it up to the net. Hinchy wipes it off the block, and we're square at 10 apiece. Hinchy knew this was going to be a tough kill, so instead he wipes it off the block. Scores a crucial point for the Canadians. What a difference a set can make. Canada is squarely in the thick of it here, although giving up a service error. Interesting lineup for Brazil as they line up all in a line. There will be all kinds of switching here. Once Wesley sends this serve in, Leroy tipped by Rebello, but it's going to drop on the Canadian side. Hinchy taking the blame there, saying that was me. Defensive specialist Chowdhury coming in now for Buckingham. He came in yesterday in their match against USA and did a nice job. Nassif Chowdhury, the 20-year-old out of Toronto, youngest player on the Canadian team. (12 serving 10). Foster hammers that one off the block, and then the antenna, and then down. Brazilian captain libero Renato coming back into the game in place of Wesley, who just had a dynamite serving run for his team. Rebello says no sir on Luis Fabiano. And we're all square at 12 apiece here in set number 2. Down the line, Brazil, point Brazil. Luis Fabiano not to be denied 2 times in a row. Canada arguing they thought this ball was out. Referee saying she made the call and she is confident it's the right call. Gigi Prieto is the first referee in the match. 13 serving 12. Foster into the net with his right elbow. Two-point lead, Brazil. They won the opening set super comfortably, but this is a different animal. Cross court from Rebello out. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point spread. Brazilians' confidence growing. Foster goes with the setter dump, and that pays off. Canada's been employing an interesting strategy, serving it at Jiba whenever they can. Obviously, the busier you make the other team's best hitter, And the harder you make him work, the thinking is you stop him. Chowdhury dove to get that one play, but then smartly Brazil sends it right back to where he wasn't. 16 serving 13. The ball in the hands of Leandro da Silva Santos. At least Canada's captain Leroy started that play, and then the ball lands in between he and Foster after it got pinballed around. Good pass from Chowdhury that allows Leroy to look like he'd finished the play. He didn't, but eventually Canada did when Foster took advantage of a sloppy play by Brazil. Chowdhury doing a really nice job defensively for Canada, and he gets congratulations all the way around. Back in comes Buckingham for his offensive prowess. 14 serving 17. Bryce Foster. Jiba tries to finesse it. Canada's ready. Here's Buckingham. Jiba again. Covered by Tucker. Kept alive, Brazil. Leroy, Tucker. And it is called out. It is close, but it is out. And Brazil wins that hard-fought point. That might well be a backbreaker. 18 or 17-15 sounds a lot different than 18-14. Luis Fabiano's going to make way for the race song. Here we are, set number 2. You saw set number 1 possibly, and you saw Brazil basically run away with it, 25-11. But Canada's been much, much better here in set number 2. This is a match. Buckingham hammers that. Brazil trying to keep it alive, but they can't. So that little rest on the bench for Buckingham seems to have helped. He's hit pretty much everything he's touched, and he's hit it well in the last couple minutes. Doug Leroy, the 32-year-old out of Calgary, just down the road here. Wesley, and despite the best efforts of Leroy, that's going to go out. We got another lifting call being charged against Brazil. It's Jiba. It is 16 serving 19 with Andrew Tucker serving. Tucker's played over 50 matches, over 55 in fact, for Canada internationally. Canadians looking for a run here. 16 serving 19. Scramble at the net. And double contact called. 2 hits, however you want to refer to it. So Tucker's serving run is the short one. Alex coming back in for Jiba. Brazil won its opening match over USA, 3-1. They won their second match over Argentina in a sweep. And after the way they won that opening set, you thought maybe this was going to be an easy sweep, but Canada's got other ideas. Let's see if they can hang around here. 17 serving 20 with Thiago making his first appearance in the game. 22-year-old, one of the younger members of this Brazilian team. Canada keeps the ball alive. And then Hinchy upset with himself, but there's a couple of nice reactions. I'm just absolutely amazed with the reflexes of Douglas Leroy, the Canadian captain. The absolute split second, he pops out an arm, shoulder, and something to keep the ball in play, and he does it time after time. Canada really pulling in tight here on this serve from Wesley. Trailing by 4. It's like they're drawing in the infield in a baseball game. Leandro, and he finds a big hole in the floor. Bartholdi was waiting for the hard driven on the angle, but it never arrived. And it's a 22-17 lead. Brazil, it's a timeout call, Canada. But if you consider they used their first 2 timeouts early in set 1, this is a totally different game. Brazil looking to nurse this 5-point lead home here in set number 2. Canada has other ideas. Wesley's been really solid serving in this match for Brazil. He's back there again, number 11. And Hinchy calls his own number there and hammers that lefty. I think he's right-handed, but he hits as often as not with the left. Good play by Foster to go right through the block of Diogo. Hinchy waiting for the referee's signal. Sends it at Danielle, the setter. And lifting call against one of the Canadian players. So this is going to bring up set point Brazil. Timeout call Canada. Why not use it? You've got it. And Jeff Smith looking for one last push for his team here in this set to try to challenge Brazil. Maybe catch them napping if you can. Both these teams will play in a semifinal tomorrow. If Brazil goes on to win this match, they would face Argentina in their semi. Canada would face USA. They took a set against USA yesterday. They had a set win snatched away from them. They were up 24-21 in the opening set. And the American team just came storming back. Chris Seelkop had 3 serves, maybe 3 or 4 serves, 3 serves in a row to tie the game at 24. Among the heroics in that set yesterday. Coming in for the first time in the game is Wellington. Brings some more height into the front row. Set point, Brazil, Diogo. Leroy blocked Leandro, and that's going to do it for set number 2. Brazil takes it 25-18 over Canada. But it sure looked and felt a whole lot different, that set number 2. Canadians were in it. The Canadians fought a lot harder and kept themselves involved right to the bitter end.
Here
we go, set number 3. Brazil in their yellow jerseys, Canada in white. Brazil has won the first 2 sets. Much improved Canadian performance in set number 2, but the overpass doesn't help there. Brazilian setter Daniel. And there is no touch on that swing from Buckingham, so it's a 2-point lead. Brazil to start set number 3. Free ball chance, Canada. Hinchy bumps it to Leroyd, and he misses long. Seemed like a pretty good idea. Day 3 of this ParaVolley PanAmerica Zonal Championship. The last day of round-robin play. This is the last game. And Brazil is looking to be the top seed in the pool. They just need to win this set. And they are off and running. Canada trying to fight back from this 4-0 deficit. Nice high up from Canada. And a good play to finish it off as well. Bartholdi gave Hinchy lots of time to get ready to set. Buckingham now back to serve for Canada. And Diogo just brilliant on the angle. From a far enough off the net that it's really hard to block that. All kinds of battles at the net. And then a block. And then Hinchy's going to get a swing at it. He thinks there's a touch, and the referee agrees that it goes off of Leandro. And Leandro disagrees, saying, no, I didn't touch it, but the official was confident. It'll be 2 serving 5 with Canada's Austin Hinchy. Sending it at Leandro, who one-hands that pass. Rebello across for Leroy. And he finesses it to the feet of Jiba, who tries to kick it. Let's see if Canada goes after Jiba here. Kept alive, Brazil. They push it deep and out from Wesley, and there's no touch. And Canada storming back here. We were down 4-0. Hinchy keeps serving it at Leandro. Buckingham shovels it over. Here's a chance, Brazil with Wesley, and he doesn't miss often, but he does there because he lifts up off. He's pretty confident he didn't. The referee had the best angle possibly in the house, and she calls it. And we are tied at 5. Back row attack from Jiba. Now this is the rotation for Brazil that has been potent throughout this match, with Wesley serving. Of course, his serving has been dynamite as well. And Leroy hits that so hard that even though the blockers are there, it's out. Canada doing in set 3 what they did in set 2, battling hard early and battling hard throughout. Christopher Bird is in the lineup and on the in the front row for Canada. But Diogo doing Diogo-like things. Leroy tries to finesse that one. Bartholdi close to bringing that up, but he couldn't do it. Frustration on the Canadian side, as all of a sudden it's a 2-point lead again, Brazil. Serve at the Canadian libero, Bartholdi. And what a block by Luis Fabiano on Leroy. Canada trying to engage the middle. Little respect there shown between Leroy and Luis Fabiano. And it is, that play looked like it was over. And is going to be called a lifting call. When we say lifting, we're not necessarily talking about lifting like a lift, as in a carry. We're talking about lifting the body off the ground. 7 serving 9. Overpass Brazil. Chance Canada taken. Bird. You've got to take advantage of those overpasses, and Canada does. And that glances off of Foster, and he wears his emotion on his sleeve. Thought he could have got out of the way of that, but just couldn't do it. Leandro. Well, he was getting served at by Hinchy. Let's see if he goes at Hinchy. Instead, he goes the other way at Foster. And Luis Fabiano. Beautiful monster block meeting Bird's swing. Free ball chance for Canada. Buckingham. Scrambly play, kept alive by Canada, but it's going to be called a lift this time, and that's a legitimate lift from Bartholdi. Mikael Bartholdi, he knows it. He's not arguing it. So we'll try to settle into calling one a lift and the other lifting. Try to simplify the conversation. And Canada thinking there may have been a touch, no touch called, but a timeout is called as Brazil opens up a 5-point lead here in the third set. Most of that Brazilian huddle is involving the players on the floor. Giba right in the middle of things, talking things over with Brazilian head coach Guimarães. Well, I expect that we'll start to see some substitutions here as the coaches pull out all the stops, particularly the Canadian coach. Leandro now. You serve it back at Foster. Instead it goes to Leroy. Hinchy back set Buckingham, but Daniel is there either with the block or it went off the net and down. This is how Brazil had hoped this set would go. Yeah, let them stay close for a while and then we open it up. 6-point lead now here in set 3. They won the first one 25-11. They won the second 25-18. But Canada wants to turn this into at least a 4-setter, but they've got a mountain to climb, down by 6. Buckingham can't finish, might get another chance. He does, and he does. But Leroy sends it up. Renato has him scurrying to his left. That goes off the block and out from Giba. Thiago coming back in for Brazil. They play in the front row for Wesley for now. Luis Fabiano to serve. 15-9 Brazil leads. Canada looking for a hero to emerge. Buckingham, deep tip. Bird, and it's gonna drop on the Brazilian side. Pretty nice little sequence there as Christopher Bird makes the play. And now he's gonna make way for Rebelo. And now Chowdhury comes in. This is what we expected substitution-wise for Canada. Chowdhury with that left-hand serve, sends it at Leandro. And then Thiago on the angle through the block of Hinchy and Buckingham. Daniel Yoshizawa. Hinchy, Rebelo, blocked, covered, and down on the Canadian side. Such a fast game when the ball starts ricocheting around. Timeout call, Canada down by 7 here in set number 3.
Still serving as Daniel for Brazil. Hello, Canada. Let's make some noise.
7-point lead, Brazil here in set number 3. And that ball down, Leroy thought that he had pancake dug it maybe, but the official thought otherwise, and I think it was the right call. Nice little serving run here from Danielle, but denied. Jesse Buckingham now, let's see what he can do on service. He will send it at Renato. Thiago hammers it on the angle, but he misses the line. And now he gets blocked. So back-to-back points by Canada, shutting down Thiago. We'll keep our eye on the Brazilian bench. And no, they weren't ready that time. Renato, 3 straight points, Buckingham. But Thiago gets them out of trouble with that swing on the angle. 19-14. There's Marcio coming into the game for Brazil in place of Leandro. Jiba back to the service line. Foster, and that goes block, but doesn't go out. Beautiful block by Brazil in that case. Hard to see from this angle. And an ace from Jiba. Probably has the exact effect that Jiba's hoping for. It will probably send Chowdhury back a little bit and create a hole in front of him. But he doesn't bite. Here's Foster, blocked, Another point, Brazil, and they are inching ever closer here. 8-point lead in set number 3 as they look to finish with a perfect record. Here's Foster, and this one's going to drop in the lap of Diogo. Canada needs an epic serving run here from Austin Hinchy. No pressure, kid. 15 serving 22. Hinchy from Edmonton. Big block, Rebelo. First part of the process is done. There's only 6 more steps to go. You got to take them one at a time, and that is out, and there is no touch. I think the optical illusion was there was a touch on the net on that swing from Marcio. Bartholdi bumps it over and deep, but out. Trying to be a little too perfect there, possibly. (23-17) Brazil. Leroy blocked. Leroy tried to tip it. Kept alive Brazil. Another chance Canada. Here's Leroy. Swings at it. Thiago keeps it up. Punches it over. And then hammered down by Diogo, and it is match point Brazil. Considering how this match started with Brazil opening up a monster lead in the opening set, it has been a considerably better performance by Canada ever since then. But it is a master class from Brazil, and they pull off the victory in the third game, 25-17, and they win the match in 3 straight sets. And Brazil will be the top team heading into the playoffs. They'll finish in top spot and will face Argentina in their semifinal tomorrow. It'll be USA and Canada in semifinal, the other semifinal. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this match as much as we have. On behalf of our team, thanks for watching. We've got a women's battle for a potential spot in Paris 2024 coming up in just under 90 minutes time. Hope to have you along for that. It'll be Canada and USA battling in that third game of this best of 5 series. But this one is Brazil, and they take it in straight sets, 3-0 over Canada.